the balcony scene in Paris. I know I have a lot of new subscribers and they don't understand necessarily my picking on the balcony scene in Paris, but I did a really cool manifestation about my balcony scene in Paris. I have a new painting on my wall. It is actually a balcony scene overlooking the Eiffel Tower, guys. And I got it for $10. It was on like clearance for something, and I was out shopping with my daughter, and I got my balcony scene. But does that mean I got my specific person? No, it doesn't. It just means I got my picture of the balcony scene in Paris. So how can we tie the two together and get the love of our lives? This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos. I would truly appreciate it. All right, so I have a quick about my coachings. One, I do not have a wait list. I book my coachings and I do them myself. I am working on a website to make booking easier for me that will allow you to join my paid specific person's Facebook group as well as book one-on-one and email coachings with me. I do email coachings or DM coachings completely different than most people. I book a 30-minute time slot. You need to be available for that 30-minute time slot when you are booking. People are taking too long to respond. So sometimes those email coachings can take 7 days to do. That means I email you, you email me back. I want to be able to help you in the quickest, easiest way possible. So if you book a time slot with me, you need to be available, whether it is a video coaching or an email coaching, because that is how I do my business. 2, please do not just send me money and say, I booked a coaching with you. I book my coachings or my daughter books my coachings for me. So if neither one of them booked that, neither one of us booked that coaching, I am more than likely going to send that money back because I am going to give you a short window to respond. And if you don't respond in that time frame, you are going to get a refund. I understand other coaches do that. I do not. I am not one of those people who is going to take your money, dump you on a list, and tell you when I get to you, I get to you. That is why I book my coachings one-on-one or email DM coachings in time slots. And that is to make sure that I am helping you specifically in the best way possible. When I do that, that means when I'm working with you, I am only working with you. I'm not doing 10 email coachings at one time. I'm doing one. And this way you're getting the best value for what you are spending, because I truly want to help you guys drastically change your life for the better. But I want you to know I totally coach different. My goal when I do one-on-one is to make sure that I am present for you and you alone. If I am distracted, that doesn't benefit you. And when I have been slammed this week with requests, again, I appreciate it. I am going through them slowly. My daughter has decided to pick up the slack and she is helping as well to go through them. So we're sitting here going through this together, and we're spending 3 hours a night going through messages, her and I together. That doesn't include what I'm doing during the day. As a result, these are the new rules. If you want to book a coaching with me, be patient. If you send 20 messages, you get bumped to the top of the list. We start at the bottom and work our way up. So be patient, be understanding. We will get to you. The website should be up next week, which will make it a lot easier for you guys to book a coaching with me. Again, I really appreciate everything you guys do for me and changing your life for the better. I spent years in hell, literally years in hell, which is why I pick on the balcony scene in Paris, trying to put my life together after my marriage blew up. And I found simpler, easier ways to do that. So I don't want anybody to go through what I did. If I can cut that time frame down, if I can get you back with the love of your life, I can do it in months versus years. Typically, it takes 3 to 6 months to get back with the love of your life. Typically, I've had 3. I got message today. 3 that have done it in less than 60 days. 1 in 51 days, 1 in 57, and 1 right at 60. But out of the 1,045 clients, I've only had 3 that have done it that fast. If you're not getting movement, it's not because you're not doing the things right. It's because you're not saying, this is working. Somehow, some way, this is working. It doesn't matter if I have negative thoughts. This is working. So when you are looking to get back to the love of your life, you can take that dreaded balcony scene in Paris, as I call it, and you can use it to get together with the love of your life. I prefer that you guys imagine naturally, that you speak naturally, because 3 months into your relationship, you're getting comfortable and you're going to go back to doing your things that you normally do. 6 months into the relationship, things are going to change. A year, they change again. If you have a child, they change again. If there's a death in the family, things change. If there's a loss of a job, things change. Here's the guarantee. Life is always changing, but your words aren't. The balcony scene in Paris. How do you use it to get the love of your life? Well, I have this scene in Paris, and I will explain my scene. It is something a lot of clients have told me, over 500 of them. They want to be on the balcony in Paris, and they want to be having their anniversary dinner, their honeymoon dinner, as the sun is setting on the Eiffel Tower. They're clinking champagne glasses, toasting their amazing life together, and these get a speech from the love of their life that the love of their life truly would not say. They tell me this, and I know this because they tell me, well, you know, he doesn't communicate very much, and when he does, it's really short. How do I get him to open up and talk more? Well, you can't give him a 30-minute speech on the balcony in Paris because that's not natural. It would be a 30-minute conversation. He would say something, you would say something. He would say something, you would say something. And it would go back and forth. But he's not legit going to read a script for 30 minutes telling you how much he loves you. Guys prefer to show. Now, there are some guys out there that will do 20-page love letters. They will email you the most amazing things. They will write you poems. They will do those things, but the majority don't. And to change them, it's not what you fell in love with them for. You didn't fall in love with them for talking on the balcony for 30 minutes in Paris about how much they love you and are so blessed to be in your life. What you fell in love with them for is the way they make you feel, the way they do nice things for you, the way they go out of their way to make sure that you feel special, cherished, and adored. There is a reason you fell in love with this person. I fell in love with mine at first sight. He blew my socks off. He didn't do anything except walk into my eyesight, and I fell head over heels in love. So sometimes it's just magical. And when it is magical, if I were to make him do a 30-minute speech on the balcony, it would be bad. I messed it up. How did I mess it up? Because I said he was going to get tired of hearing me say, seriously? Seriously, you're going to do that for me? You promise? And then I was told by other people that I had to clear up my shit and I had to change my life and the drama in my family had to stop in order to be with this person. Instead of saying, you know what, this person understands that I was in a chaotic relationship and I'm insecure. But as long as he reassures me, he knows that insecurity is going to pass. And I'm going to build faith and trust in the fact that he's going to be there because he's going to show me. And because I live in the show me state, it's working out easily, effortlessly, quickly, in the most fun and adventurous way. I didn't say that. Instead, I was saying things like, you know, I love this guy. I want to be with this guy, but what am I doing wrong? I love this guy and I want to be with this guy. What do I need to do to change me? What needs to be different? What did I do wrong? And you go back and you analyze every conversation, every text message, every email, every date to figure out what exactly you did to turn the person off. You turned yourself off. You didn't turn them off. You turned yourself off. You turned inside and you started thinking that you were broken and there was something wrong with you that needed to be fixed. Guess what? There's nothing broken about you. What you need to do is focus on the good things, not the chaotic things. The good things aren't positive because, my son got back together with his girlfriend because he wound up in the hospital. My daughter got with somebody else because she had a tragedy. Things that are tragic happen to bring things together quickly. So if you have an accident, you have a financial disaster and you need their help, if you had a fire, a car accident, you fell and broke your arm, you're going to be fine, but that brief second of shock, you lost everything. I mean, it could be, those are dramatic, chaotic things. It could be anything. It legit could be anything. If that is happening to you, that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It can get you your balcony scene, but you have to say, you know what? This might be chaotic, but it's bringing me the love of my life quickly and easily. I would have preferred it in a most fun and adventurous way, but chaos brought them back to me. That's okay, because now I realize that I'm a powerful person and what I'm creating can cause chaos. So I'm going to add the word fun and adventurous to this. So it's a bridge of incidents. Everything is a bridge of incidents. When I got assaulted, I should have used it as a bridge of incidents, but instead I said this didn't mean anything. So guess what? It didn't mean anything. I didn't get anything out of it except a bunch of nightmares, the not feeling safe, no closure. And when I started looking at it and realizing, because my daughter said, Mom, you're not going to let this go until you get closure. So here's the thing. The balcony scene that they are giving you 30-minute speech on, that is your closure. That is your proof that this works. That is you saying, if this person does this, I know that I am a genius when it comes to consciously creating my reality. So he did this 30-minute speech. Bam, I got proof. You don't have to believe it's possible. You only have to know that anything is possible. It's possible I could have this balcony scene. So if I focus on this balcony scene in Paris where he's giving me this 30-minute speech, it's possible he could give it to me. But if it's the only way I have proof that this is my reality and I am happily married to this person, then I'm obsessed. And if I'm obsessed, is this good or is it bad? You know what? It doesn't really matter, because I'm going to be happily married to this person and it's working out for me in the best way possible, in the most fun way possible. It's working out no matter what I do or say. So if I'm thinking he's going to give it to me, that's great, because that means he's thinking about me. He loves me and he wants to be with me. And he's making me come up with these crazy speeches to be able to enter into his reality, to bring him to me. Everything needs to be twisted. So the balcony scene I pick on because I've never met a person who actually did the 30-minute scene. And all of my clients who actually did honeymoon in Paris, they didn't get the 30-minute scene. That scene is your closure. That is your way of saying, I got it. It's mine. But you really don't need that scene, which is why I tell you, who gets the shower first? Who's making coffee this morning? Are you going to take my Alabama mug? Because, it's not going to be a Roll Tide morning if you take my Alabama mug and you give me the one that I hate. Why would you give me the one I hate? Oh, because I asked, why do you keep giving me the coffee cup that I hate? That coffee cup is not one I like. Why can't we throw it out? He's bringing you coffee and you're griping about a coffee mug. That is a natural everyday occurrence in your life. And that is a lot easier to bring because you've already been there. You've already done that with a specific person if you've been in a relationship. Now, if you haven't been in a relationship and you are doing this balcony scene, you haven't even done normal things in a relationship. You haven't texted, you haven't talked, you haven't gone out on a date because this is a new person that you're trying to manifest into your reality. And since you are consciously creating this, you went to the end like you're supposed to and you did this amazing balcony scene, but you're like, how is this scene actually going to get me him? How is this working? You're trying to mess in the middle of how it's working instead of saying, I am beyond blessed. Of course I'm going to get my balcony scene. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I know it's coming. It's going to produce in my life because I am focusing on this scene. And because I'm solely focusing on this scene of the balcony in Paris, this guy loves me. This guy wants to be with me. This woman thinks I'm the cat's meow. She doesn't care about my money, my looks, the way I talk. All she cares about is the fact that she loves me. So of course she's thinking about honeymooning in Paris with me. You guys are making it so complicated that you're forgetting that the redirect is what makes it happen. So if I am saying, why am I happily married to Jared? Well, it's possible to be happily married to Jared. It's probable. You're answering with, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, I'm the perfect person for him. That's great. You're making it about him. It's possible he could be in love with me. It's better. It's possible he knows I'm the most amazing woman in the world. Does that even feel natural to say out loud? No. You want to make your phrases natural. And redirecting is the most natural thing in the world. Because here's the thing. You're going, I want to be happily married to Jared. Well, I don't have a ring on my finger. We're not actually married. Are we talking? Are we texting? Are we dating? Are we having sex? What implies that I am happily married to him right now? I'm going to go into my imagination. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to relax. And I'm going to imagine this scene on the balcony. And then I open up my eyes. And I'm still seeing my balcony with the view of my city. That didn't get me Paris. But I closed my eyes. And I imagined my balcony scene in Paris. And I love my balcony scene in Paris. It's absolutely, positively amazing. I open up my eyes and I see my balcony. And I'm like, somehow, some way this is going to happen. I may be seeing my balcony and my beautiful city view right now, but that's okay because I'm going to get to Paris and he's going to take me to Paris. And we are going to have the spectacular, amazing honeymoon in Paris. And I'm going to get my balcony scene because it's possible. Instead of, oh my God, I'm still sitting here on my balcony and, my view is beautiful, but what do I need to do? What do I need to change? I don't need to change anything. I just need to say it's possible. I don't need to focus on when it's going to happen because I know it's going to happen. It's coming to me now. I don't need to, worry about how he's going to get back into contact with me because I know it's going to happen. I don't need to worry about anything that's going on in that outer reality. All I need to know is that it's possible. If I love Jared, Jared loves me. If I want to be in a relationship, Jared wants to be in a relationship. If I want a puppy, Jared wants me to have a puppy. If I want a cup of coffee, Jared wants me to have a cup of coffee. If I'm thinking that I need coffee, he's thinking I need to go shopping because she needs coffee because she hates shopping. Those are things that you got to do, guys. It's flipping it. It's redirecting. It's taking your scene and making sure you're saying this is working. If you are doing subliminals, re-record them once a week. And on your subliminals, make sure that you have a recording that says, just by listening to this recording, I am getting everything I desire quickly, easily, effortlessly, in the most fun and adventurous way. I don't know how, but I know it is now coming to me. Because if you put that recording in there, just by listening to these, You are getting whatever you want. You are telling your brain it's working. It's working. It's working. I think subliminals can be absolutely positively wonderful. It's the lazy way of manifesting your dream life. But you got to do a little bit of work. You got to change them once a week, and you got to say they're working. Everything is working, whether you like it or not. If you're saying, why am I happily married? And then you're going, the love of my life and needed space. So I'm giving him space. My marriage is coming, but I'm giving him space. And he needs the space. And that's why he's been quiet for 3 weeks. You're justifying the bad behavior. If you did that with your children, And as a mom, I tend to analyze all relationships from a mom's standpoint of view. So, your son is misbehaving. He's not treating his girlfriend right. You're going to head slap him and say, knock it off. Your daughter is griping about her husband. She is talking about how nothing's going right in her life. Her relationship isn't what she thought it was going to be. Her job is horrible. You're going to be like, you married him. Tell me some good things you like about him. What do you like about your job? We're going to ask our kids to try to change it, but we're not asking ourselves these basic questions. We are asking ourselves, what are we doing wrong? And we're beating ourselves up when the only thing we need to do is say, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm just going to use this to get my manifestation. You guys have an absolutely positively amazing day. And I love to hear how I have drastically changed your life for the better. So leave me a comment and let me know.